Hey guys, Maria Guild here. So I just wanted to do like a life update video here. I was actually looking back at the very first videos I posted on YouTube, and I was so excited at that time. I was coming out of, such a state of just negativity, and I was, battling with depression and anxiety and just a lot of bleh. And I was kind of trying to change, and I was starting to get on a path of just a lot of personal growth and learning a lot of things, and that's why I started this whole YouTube channel actually. So I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit more about that, since that was one of my very first videos, and just a little update and kind of the steps I've been taking and the progress I've been making in my life to be a more proactive person, to be a more successful person and a more positive person, and really just have steer my life and change my life a bit to be kind of who I need to be, and, to show up for others the way I need to show up. So I have like 5 steps here that I've taken just since in the last like 4 or 5 years, or since I started this YouTube channel. And I wanted to share them with you and, see if it helps at all. So and I feel like these are kind of steps that like, it's a little bit of a progression. Like I feel like I couldn't have done, step 3 if I hadn't done step 1 and that kind of stuff. So I remember when I was really like my first kind of, call to action was, I was super depressed and I was really struggling and I was really overwhelmed. And I connected, this is in my first video on YouTube, I connected with some YouTubers. Her name was Terry Savelle Foy. Please check her out. She's so awesome. And she actually had a challenge at the time when I first started watching it, and it was like the get up and clean up and purge your life and get rid of your clutter challenge. So that was super motivational for me, and it really made me, get up and be like, wow, I need to like take a look at my life. And I started just cleaning up and getting rid of things and purging things and cleaning my surroundings. And that was such an important first step, because I feel like once I did that, I was able to just like have clarity, and I was able to feel so much better, and it was like a little accomplishment that was just what I needed at the time to give me that like, boost and that self-esteem and just help me on my path of transformation. So that was my first step that I wanted to share with you, was just cleaning up. And then my second step, and this was also really inspired by her, was to really just start kind of setting goals for myself and dreaming a little bit and trying to figure out like what path I wanted to take in my life. Like dream about things I loved to do, what I was good at, like things that I wanted to accomplish in my life, or talents I had, just really sitting down. So I feel like I spent almost a whole year just like really, sitting down with that and dreaming and thinking about like what it is that I wanted for my life. Like how did I want to create what was I carving out? Like what was I doing? Besides, at that time I was a mom. I have 3 kids. I'm still a mom, but they were little, and my life was very consumed and overtaken with just surviving and just trying to be a mom and just provide for these kids, that I really hadn't taken much time to think ahead or plan anything or try and envision like the things I wanted for my life. So I feel like that was a super important step, and I got a book from her called Live It, Pin It, Dream It, I think was the title. And oh, it's such a great book, and it was so exciting, and I was like, yes, there's so many things I can do and I can dream and I can think about. And so then I got in that stage and I was like, well, what am I good at? And I decided, well, I'm really good at this and I have this talent here. And then I got super excited and I was like, there's so many things I want to do. And then I was like, well, I don't know how to do any of it. So then I was like, ugh. But then here's the thing. You don't always have to have all of that figured out. So that was the one thing I learned too. Sometimes just thinking about things you want to do and just taking some action, like whether or not, it's going to be super successful or you're going to make a ton of money on it, that's so important too, because you're just taking action and you're doing things. Like for example, starting this YouTube channel. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm doing it, but I was just like, I am so excited and there's so many things I want to share, and I love decorating and I love talking, and I learned so much from YouTube that I wanted to just be a part of it, and I wanted to share things, like anything that was helping me in my life. Like I just wanted to be a part of sharing that and bringing that to others too, the way I was helped on YouTube. So that's why I started this YouTube channel. Now, I don't, it's not a successful YouTube channel. It's nothing like that, but it's fun. And I started other businesses, and I just, I dreamed, and I was like, well, I like this and I'm good at that. So why don't I try my hand at it? So I am wishing that for you guys too. Like, if there's something you want to try or you're good at, just go for it. Start doing it, and it'll be tons of fun. Even if nothing comes from it. So that was the second step. So it was to start dreaming and making goals and visions for myself. Now, once I did that and I had a list of goals and visions, I was like, well, how am I going to actually achieve them? So that led me into step 3, which was for me really developing a routine, a killer routine that was going to help me reach my goals and become everything that I needed to be, if that's such a thing. So I did it. I started getting up early in the morning. I started paying attention to what I was doing. I started having vision. I started working out. I started being really committed to that and faithful to that. And I developed a really good routine that I'm proud to say that I've really stuck with. It's part of me now. Like, it's who I am. I get up early. I do these things, and it's been great. And I feel like getting those things down has kind of helped me be the person I am today, which is nothing super amazing or special, but I just feel like I'm so far away from what I used to be, and that's a wonderful feeling. So then the step 4 I took, oh yeah, this was a good one. So I decided, and it's kind of with the routine, but I decided that every single day before I started my day, I was going to really listen to something positive and uplifting, feed my spirit and feed my soul, and just, seek out positivity so that I could, be more of a positive person. And I also started really, as also part of my routine, I started being really committed to every day writing down a list of my goals and what exactly I was focusing on that day and what exactly I was going to do. And that's really helped me reach more of my goals and really helped me be more successful and get things done better. Because I am a stay-at-home mom, I am a work-from-home mom, I run my businesses from home. I don't have somebody over my shoulder every minute being like, you're late or you need to get back to work. So I learned that I really had to develop my own self-discipline and my own routines in order for me to get stuff done. Otherwise, I would just fritter the days away. And there are some days where that still happens, but I am really trying to make that a habit and to write out goals and do all that kind of stuff. And that leads me into step 5, which is me currently right now. And I feel like I needed to get all those other steps under the way. And it's kind of like building something, like you're building a foundation, or you're laying tile. And first you need the, I don't know what that putty's called. You put that down first, and then you put the tile on. And I feel like this year, I'm like filling in some of the gaps. So a lot of these steps I'm taking this year are things that I've heard from the beginning, but I felt like there were other priorities that I needed to take care of and other levels that I needed to get down before I'm reaching this one. This year, I really decided that I wanted to get my mind under captivity. I feel like my mind has been just like a source of, battle for many years. It kind of controlled me. It ran my life. My thoughts were so negative, and it can steer your day. It can steal your joy, like all that kind of stuff. So I decided I really wanted to take my mind, subjugate it. And so I'm doing 2 things right now that I feel like are really helpful. And I made this commitment at the beginning of the year that I would do them. And one of the things is I carry a gratitude journal in my car every day. So when I go to pick my kids up, I sit in a pickup line for about half an hour. And every single day right now, this is my commitment, I write down at least 5 things that I'm grateful and thankful for. And it's been so awesome because I really feel like gratitude and positivity just can connect you to more positivity and more great and amazing things. So that's why I'm really trying to make a habit of that every single day. And then the other thing that I do, the second thing that I do, is I've started speaking positivity and positive affirmations over my life and over my business and over my health and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like instead of just thinking like, oh, this is not working so good, and oh, I've got this pain here, and instead, so I've got my gratitude journal. I write down my gratitude, and on the back of my gratitude journal, I've written down a bunch of positive affirmations. And basically I speak them out. Like I say, you know, I am healthy and I am full of energy. And, you know, I say things about my business, you know, like I'm disciplined, I'm organized, I'm successful. And I say things about my marriage. And it's so funny. My kids, like, they laugh at me all the time because like I'm super into it right now. And I'm like, I'm fit and youthful and active, and I just say all these like super like positive declaration things, and it's been cool, and I'm excited, and hopefully this step is just gonna bring me one step closer to my dreams and my goals. And that was just my little update video of personal growth, because I know I started this YouTube channel kind of talking about that, and those are the steps, the 5 steps that I've taken in my life to be more awesome. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a good day, and happy Valentine's Day. It's almost Valentine's. Bye.